Hi guys, it's Nintendo 13. I'm here with my video game pickups episode 11. Now I seem to have a little bit of the issues worked out of the webcam, so we'll see how this one goes. Maybe I'll be a little happier with it. But I've got some really good stuff and a hell of a story. So let's get started with okay, first of all, I have no thrift store finds this week. I have no um, none of that kind of stuff. I didn't go thrifting at all. I didn't go to my local places that I always pick up stuff from. Instead, after a doctor's appointment that I had in a big city nearby, I took in a bunch of stuff to trade, and it was stuff that I no longer wanted or needed, but I knew that it would allow me to get a fair amount of money. And this place that I go to there always has some really incredible stuff. And the nice thing is I can always catch him slipping because he'll price his stuff a certain amount and he won't touch the prices again for who knows how long. Probably the rest of the time that it sits there until he goes to look something up and bitches that his own price is too low, which is great. Um, anyway, he was really fair on a trade value we worked out, and I went and found some items that I really wanted at his price. First one is a GameCube game that I definitely needed in my collection because I had never heard of it. There are still a few games out there for that system, and we all come across that you just never knew there was a game. You know, I saw it, I had to pick it up. Anyway, that is Aquaman for the GameCube. I gotta figure out this camera still, deal with me. And that is complete. And it's got rental stickers on the manual and the disc, but it's in really good shape otherwise. He had that down for $8.99. Then one of the main things that I went there wanting to buy, I got a copy of Dragon's Crown for the PS3. That is somewhere over there, complete. Really excited to play this one. That one he had for 15 bucks. That's one that he was upset that he had so cheap, but he's really cool about it. He's like, you better grab it at that price. I was like, it hasn't left my hand. I'm taking it home. Then I added a couple NES games that I didn't have, and I got Little Mermaid. Very clean copy. I know you can't tell on my video, but it is. That one was $7.99. You gotta excuse the camera work. I'm still getting used to this. Okay, $7.99 for that one. Not a bad deal at all, especially being trade credit. Then this one right here, I was really surprised. I saw it there. I don't even know that I had really heard of it before. I know I saw the title of it on price charting when I went through their prices on all their games a long time ago. I had seen the title. I don't think I've ever seen the game. I saw it there. I had to pick it up. A copy of Pirates. And the save battery still works. Yeah, see, save battery. Still works, which is pretty decent. Not too bad for a 30-year-old game. He had that for 10 bucks. I was really surprised to find out this one goes for $20 to $25. I don't really know that it's going to be something I'll play. It's not really up my alley. But it was cool to add to the collection for, pennies on the dollar. And then, yeah, because all the stuff that I took in to trade, I mean, it was, sealed games that I wasn't going to open, that I paid $3.50 for, Wii U and PS3. Stuff like that. So I got a really good deal on those, and it turned into a really good deal on these. Been looking for this game for quite a while, and I was happy to pick up a copy there. I got UN Squadron for the Super Nintendo for $19. And once again, you can't really tell. It's very clean copy. Label is like perfect, but I don't know how well my camera's working to show you that. The last one that I got in this group of games, I could not believe it when I saw this. It was actually on my want list. Of these ones, the only thing on my want list was the Dragon's Crown. And I've been trying not to buy too much that's not on my list. Unless, it works out. Oh, UN Squadron was too. Yeah. So, I mean, a couple other things I didn't have on my list. But anyway, this one was definitely on my list. I had never played it, but it's one of those things that it keeps going up for no real reason, and it's very obscure. So, I saw it. I had to grab it. Home Improvement for the Super Nintendo. For $20. It's amazing. This thing, I saw 2 or 3 copies on eBay after I bought this. Going for like $40 a piece. I don't get it. Whatever. But it's in my collection now. And then, one more. It's not really a pickup. If my sister watches this video, she's probably going to kick me in the head. But, I borrowed a game. I really don't want to give it back, and hopefully I don't have to. It is just a case and manual only, but I didn't have it in my collection. Really want to play it. That is Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. It's not the Plus, but it's still a very expensive and very awesome game, from what I hear. I haven't played it. Definitely looking forward to it. Okay. So, and I hope that she doesn't run it back. Alright, here's the other part. And hence the rest of the title of this video. I had a really rough experience Tuesday after I picked up all those games. I was reeling because I was so happy about those games. And I went and visited my mother. She lives right over there, about a mile or so from this video game store. And I don't go over there very often. I don't visit too much. But sadly, due to some life events that had happened during my tween years, she eventually became one of them hoarders that you see on TV. Straight from the television show. As sad as it is, I hate to even talk about this and admit that it's reality. But one of those situations where you have to walk sideways through a path in the house and everything's stacked shoulder high, and it's just a really rough situation, and it's nothing that you can help somebody in that situation to deal with. Sure, you can clean the house out, and 6 months later it's going to look the same way. But we all have our cross to bear and whatever. My whole point to that is I had some items there that she, throughout many years of my asking, had never let me have. And I had wrote them off as being damaged, just flat out ruined, stolen, thrown away, however you want to look at it. I had wrote it off. Well, she had made a comment to me that these were probably still in the house, and that if I had left them in the spot that I left them 22 years ago, that's right about where they would still be. Sad as that is exactly how it went down. The worst part of it is that with hoarding comes roaches, and it took a lot of cleaning. And it actually took a lot for me. It had been 10 years since I'd been inside that house. I now know why, but I also have reasons to maybe go back again. Anyway, my whole point to this is I regained my childhood. I saved my dog bone controller. See how the start button, the wording's all worn off? I did that by playing it too much. This is mine. This is mine. I got this in probably 91. My zapper with my quick shot scope. Surprisingly, I don't find these scopes anywhere. Online, I can't find out any information about it. But this is my original with the scope. Everything is now cleaned. Everything works perfectly. Both controllers, the gun and the controller, they work absolutely wonderful. I spent 2 days cleaning every bit of this. I had to make sure that there was nothing living in them before I brought them into my house. I had to do a lot of cleaning. I am very proud to own my original items. Pac-Man Tengen version. Look at the labels. You see that? All of these labels are still beautiful. I don't know how none of this was ruined. Yes, it was horribly dirty, but I tore them all apart and I can pop them into my Nintendo and they come on first shot. No additional cleaning, no wiggling, no blowing in them, nothing. They're working perfectly. Let's continue. My copy from my original system, Super Mario Duck Hunt. My mother's copy of Super Mario Duck Hunt. I don't know why she had her own, but she did. Super Glove Ball. I asked for this for Christmas because I wanted the glove. I got the game. No glove. Someday I'll get the glove. I have my eye out for it now. Pulled that one out of the box brand new. Lunar Pool. Pulled this out of the box brand new. Most of these games right here I had bought with my own money in 1989, 1990. A few of them were used, but the rest were brand new when I bought them. I mean, these were my childhood. I can't even believe that I have these back. Like I said, they've been there in that living room for 22 years, just covered in shit. The rest of these have dust sleeves, which is kind of ironic because it didn't help. Adventures of Lolo. And now we get back. Those all are ones that not the Pac-Man. The other ones, though, are ones that I hadn't replaced in my collection. So I actually will be able to pull out the ones that I have recently bought and get rid of those ones because I have my own, my originals. Anyway, the rest of these are ones that I hadn't bought back yet. So it's really nice to finally have them. We have Hogan's Alley. And once again, I mean, just beautiful labels. I don't know how that happened. I'm not complaining. Tetris. This thing got so much use. That was one of the big ones in the house. Dr. Mario. Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. That was fun but hard. Star Force. Fun shoot 'em up game. Hard but fun. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Just look at them labels. I can't get over that. I can't stop saying that. I'm just so in awe still. Here's a huge one. Castlevania. God, I love this game. I used to play this so much. Very happy. I've been playing it quite a bit since I cleaned them all too. We have Super Mario 2. Super Mario 3. These were ones at the prices they are now, which is just ridiculous. Like 25 bucks a piece. I was not going to pay that to put them back in my collection when I already have them on the Super Nintendo and All-Stars. So I'm glad I didn't waste my money on them. And the last game that I have is Zelda Gold Card. This one has a little bit of label damage, but it's not from any of that. I think that it was just like that beforehand from all the use. Unfortunately, the save battery does not work in that one. That's okay. It's really easy to change, and I shouldn't have any problems doing so. Okay, so the one last item. I can't even begin to describe how absolutely horrible it was. And if I even had a shot at knowing what I was doing editing these videos, I don't even think that I'd want to show off a picture that I took of it beforehand. But here's my original Nintendo. Christmas 1988 or 89. I'm not really sure exactly on it. I blocked out a lot of the mirrors. They were really, really bad. I got this for Christmas. It was a very special thing for me. I only had a TV that had the little screws in the back that you had to buy that adapter for it. And it was Christmas, it was on a Friday that year, and I didn't get that little adapter. I had no way that I could play my Nintendo or the games that I had gotten at the time until Monday after Christmas when Radio Shack opened. That was so horrible. And being such a big present, that's the only thing that I got to play with for Christmas that year. And I couldn't use it for like 3 days. It was so disappointing. Anyway, yes, this is my Nintendo. See that? Look at how clean. It is a little yellowed up here. I think that's all from the smoking in the house, because the way that it was standing, it was sitting on its side like this. So, I mean, it's got yellowing on there. But that's it. No cracks, no breaks, nothing. Even after all my washing, where is it? My stickers, they're all still there and really good. All my stickers on the bottom are really good. Now I put it all back together after I cleaned it out. It's all pretty, not that you can see because I don't know what I'm doing with the camera. Anyway, as you can tell, over here, yeah, I guess, I am missing buttons. And back here, I am missing jacks. And in the back, I am missing stuff. Every little bit of it was salvageable except the board. I might even be able to salvage the pins. I just don't know if I want to deal with it. I'll probably just buy a new pin connector to put in it. But everything else was able to be saved, but I just didn't even want to chance it on the board. So my plan is to find a new board for it. I'm just going to throw that one away and hope that I can find some way to rebuild, this such a sentimental thing. I want to play my own Nintendo every time I put a game in. So what I'm looking for is a busted, console. Something that has, a horrible shell. If anybody has one laying around that the board works, but the console is just a real piece of garbage, please hit me up. Let me know. Maybe we can work out a deal. I'd love to find one. I don't see just the boards available on eBay, or I would have just bought one. And I don't know. It's really important to me to get this up and running again. Um, yeah, it's something I'm definitely looking forward to. It just, if anybody out there can, you know, let me know if you have something. We'll work out something. I really appreciate you listening to my little story. As depressing as it is, it did have a very happy ending for me. And I hope that, next month when I brave going back over to her house, I might have some more luck finding the other games from my childhood that I was not able to find this trip. And I had some really good ones, and I'm definitely looking forward to finding those, because if I found these, I'm sure the others are still right there in the same area. So, but thank you very much for sticking with this and listening to my my sad tale and learning of my childhood trauma that I went through. But yeah, I thank you so much. Throw me a comment. I really appreciate that. Thumbs up if you haven't yet subscribed. And I don't see why I won't be right back to my old stuff of thrift stores and game hunting and all that stuff next week's video. So, thanks again. Have a good one. Bye.